Hey, thanks for tuning in today. If you've been listening to the show ongoing through the year, you'll know that Chris got a Trans Am. It's a 1979 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, and he's been restoring it. And I said to him, this Trans Am has been a bit of a project in resilience for you because, and even me, because I'm like, I get frustrated on his behalf, but it's just so interesting how different businesses are operating. So one of the first hiccups, I mean, there's many in terms of getting parts for it and fixing it. Mechanical side of things, like Chris has sorted, but he had to get help for other things. So one was like painting the car and putting the sticker on. So we purchased this sticker. I've spoken about it on the show. It was the Screaming Chicken sticker. It's super iconic for this car. It's an amazing sticker. And we bought one in Australia from a guy called Dave that owns Pontiac World. And so he sent it, we had it within the week. Chris gave that to the painter. The painter had said the car would take about a week to fix, in terms of painting and adding the stickers and things like that and polishing it up. He had the car for about 4 weeks. And at the end of the 4 weeks, he sent through a photo where he had totally stuffed up putting that sticker on the car. It had bubbles in it. And so we had it removed. I went back to Dave Clee at Pontiac World and I'm like, hey, do you have another sticker? I mean, the sticker was $700, $800, I think. And he's like, oh no, that was the last one in Australia. So now, I don't know where, we've ordered another one in. I think it's sitting at LA at the moment. So that was one thing, is like the guy that is a self-proclaimed, like he's a professional painter decorator. I was really confident in putting the sticker on, stuffed that up. That was, so that was the first thing. And we didn't get compensated on that sticker, which is kind of annoying. It was a cash job, which is what, that's where the risk is. If you hire a tradesperson, is if you do cash work like that, you don't really have grounds for, to argue about something like that, replacing a sticker. The second, well, there's again more, but this is most recent as of today. Chris booked in his car with an organization that specializes in car stereos and he paid for it. He put the deposit on it. He had to actually take his door trims there. This is a couple of weeks ago. He dropped his door trims at this store. And they said, yep, cool, we'll book it in for Friday. They ring him Friday and said, oh, sorry, we're going to have to reschedule this till Tuesday, but we'll give you a call Tuesday and let you know when we can reschedule it. And I said to him, that's really weird. Like, why couldn't they reschedule it on Friday? So weird. Anyway, today's Tuesday. They ring up and say, oh, sorry, the guy that was meant to be doing this, he's no longer here. Yeah. And so I don't know what the end of the story is because Chris is now going to collect his door trims, which has been sitting there for a couple of weeks. This again puts us back a while because find someone new, get them to lock in the job. So it's probably another 2 or 3 weeks to get a stereo. But not only that, we don't have trims on the door. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, like, the point of this is a lot of the time, and I speak about it a lot, I talk about how it's really about creating an exceptional experience for your client. But it even seems now in 2025, actually just doing your job is probably the best thing you can do. Like just meeting things to brief, putting a sticker on in terms of you profess to this being your profession and you can do it efficiently and effectively, professionally. You are getting a B on a grade. Like you're not getting an A+, but you're getting a B and it's solid work and you deliver on what you say. It seems even now that is actually a good thing. Or even kind of, that is the differentiator if you can deliver on your promise or even communicate effectively. So I think with the stereo thing, it wouldn't have been a big deal on Friday if she was honest and said, hey, look, we've got this problem. Rather than delaying it, Chris could have over the weekend organised another fix, sorted that out. Just communicating openly is really important now, and setting the right expectation and being decisive or giving the client the opportunity to make their decision. I don't want this to be a rant episode, but it totally is. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is actually a rant, but also a nice reminder that, hey, just deliver on what you say and you're going to be better than 80% of businesses out there right now, it seems. Like the other day when Kirsty and I were on a hike at Mount Coot-tha, there was a spot up at the summit and my car was about 30 minutes from that spot. I said, oh, on the way back, let's grab a coffee here. So we went to grab a coffee. We're lining up. The line is about 10, 15 minutes and to even order, because people order ice cream. They have one person that's totally understaffed for a Sunday morning, which I understand in this climate with hospitality, it is difficult. I get that. And we get to the front and we order coffees and she's like, oh, there's going to be a 20-minute wait on the coffee. And it's like, why couldn't you have told us that when we were beginning, like when we were standing at the front of the line, or had a sign there or something to communicate that? So we skipped the coffee there. We went to a coffee somewhere else. But yeah, just this communicating expectations up front, delivering on what you communicate. This is management, this is business 101. But interestingly enough, it is being overlooked. So sorry, this isn't, I love being positive. I love doing that. Maybe it is a message of hope in terms that the bar isn't set too high. So yeah, that's the call out for today, is just deliver on what you promise and you'll be good. Thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.